Greetings everybody, MadMatt1 here with a instructional video on how to make characters in my pen and paper RPG, my specialty system that I am in the process of developing. And so character creation is really simple, but it seems that people have a hard time of grasping all of the concepts. Once they get the basic concepts of it, seems pretty easy for everyone to make characters, but that actual lead-in to start doing it seems to be pretty difficult. So I have a list here on the right hand side of all of the various specialties that are in my system, so that I can easily look and reference. And then here on the left hand side I've got Miss Padme, Queen Amidala here, so that I can quickly stat her out and use her as a potential character. If somebody wanted to. Or at least this is how I would do it. I don't expect anyone to actually play this. I've gone through the list, and to speed things up, what you would normally do is go through all of the different specialties and pick out ones that fit your character. For Miss Padme here, I'm going to start with Leader, in my horrible handwriting. Is a pretty good one for her. Feign is another that's pretty up her alley. Combat. Combat's a blanket skill, which are fairly new in 1.5, which means she doesn't actually take levels in combat. She will instead take levels in, I don't know, blast or whatever the heck this thing is over here. However many levels of blaster, she's got 1 combat skill, so she kind of has like a fake 1 in combat. But we're not going to worry about that too much because it is a kind of a rule that doesn't have a lot to do with character creation, although it is useful to know about. Athlete is the next thing I got down the list, and I flipped back and forth for her occupation, but I decided to go with profession senator. But, diplomat very well could have been a thing, or maybe queen. Queen's an interesting. I don't think she really qualifies for what I picture as noble, because the government in Naboo is weird. Discern putting discern on the list will cut like a minute out of the video from my first take. Discern is being able to identify what people are doing. It's a new skill, new specialty. Composure, sitting there in all that makeup, not reacting. Sure sounds like composure to me. And she also has another new skill called accessory, which is 2 C's, I think. Accessory. And basically this will give her a servant, which is the body duplicate, who probably has, I don't know, at least a couple ranks in Feign, maybe all 3 ranks in Feign. I'm not entirely sure. But yeah, so these are the skills that we have. We've got actually, it looks a little bit more, looks like a lot, but really it's just 1, 2, this is only 1 because you're actually getting just blaster there, so 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8 because you're getting the rank in accessory servant. Not all 3 of those. 8 is the magic number because for character creation you're allowed 8 different specialties with a max of 5 ranks in them. And so to put some ranks in it, leader is her most important thing, so we're going to go 4, drop a 3 into Feign. She's probably really good with that blaster, so we'll drop a 3 into that as well. Athlete, she's known to move, climbs that pillar in one of the movies, so we'll put a 2 into there. Flip them back over, and you can see I already got the numbers all set up over here on the side. 1 point in Senator, 1 point in Discern, 1 point in Composure, and I think all she really needs is 1 point in Servant. And if we count this up, 4, 7, 10, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16 is the magic number there, because that's the number of ranks that you start with as a new basic character at the moment. The next important question, we'll do it here in purple, is each one of these specialties, or most of these specialties, have one of 3 letters behind it. There is a, let's see here, most of it, a lot of these ones that Miss Padme have a B next to them, which stands for balanced, which means that they're a little bit physical, a little bit mental. I'm not making any judgment calls on exactly what they are. And then athlete is a physical skill. And then I'll go yellow for discern, which is a mental skill. You'll notice that I did nothing for accessory, and that's because accessories don't give you additional stats, because they're like a character of their own, or a vehicle, or something like that. So now we would count all this up, and we can see that we end up with 2 points in physical, 2 ranks in physical, 1 rank in mental, and if we do the math really quick, we know there's 1 for accessory, so 15, 3, that's 12 ranks in balance that we would have. This is the tricky part that people find a little bit disconcerting, because you have to do all this counting to come up with these numbers, do some math on them, and that's how you end up with your starting stats. So our health that we start with, I'll spell out the whole word, why not? Health is equal to, well, physical is really involved in health, so it's 2 times that. So physical gives us 4 points of health, and then balance, because it's balanced, will give us 1 point each, so that's 12 points there. So health is going to be 16 at the start here. The charges, the amount of special actions that Miss Padme here can take during the course of an adventure, is equal to twice your mental, twice the ranks in your mental specialties, and then also that same 12 in balance. So charges is going to end up being 14, and you can tell if you did it right by adding the 2 of these together. It should equal twice this number, except it's a little bit less because we have the accessory that cut off a point there. So twice of 15 actually is 30. 16 and 14 is 30, so we're doing good there. Only 1 more number for us to generate really quick, and that is stamina. And that is equal to twice your health. So Ms. Padme here will charge into battle on our very first session with 14 charges, 16 health, 32 stamina. And pretty good at leading the charge, pretty good at faking her way across things, and pretty good with that blaster, and a lot of other good things. This makes for a pretty balanced character, so that's really cool. So I hope this helped people as they're trying to make characters in my RPG. There is a link down below to, I think I'm linking the forum post, where it'll be easy for you to see the most current update for the game, in case this is an older video. I don't think, while this game is in development, I think character creation is basically figured out with this update, except there might be more specialties to tempt you for picking things. So if you have any questions, you can drop them down below or go to my forum and do it. Please check out the RPG and see what you think about it. Right now it's built for Star Wars, but I don't know how long that will last, because I ain't got the rights to that. Anyway, thank you guys so much for watching and listening and following along. Yeah, have yourself a great day. Bye-bye.